What is play? That's what I've been trying to figure out all semester, and how to appropriate the playfulness that is the essence of play to actions led on games. I began to observe how to transform everyday objects and experiences into the playful experience through different perspectives. Playfulness is an attitude that is not only limited to the game itself, but also permeates the way we look at the world and do things. Play is not the result, but a way to break the norms and conventions. Slowly, I realized that play is not necessarily a game with the clear rules. It can also be a process of allowing oneself to make mistakes, to try new tools and methods. This kind of openness allowed me to unexpectedly find many directions that I had never thought of. As the book Play Matters mentioned, to play is to be in the world. Play is a form of understanding what surrounds us and who we are, and a way of engaging with others. My play journey started from exploring the connection between body, material, and textures, and trying to connect different senses through interaction. I attempted to use embodied play as my approach, which resonates with the idea from play and the experience of interactive art. It mentions through playful interaction, the body becomes a field of exploration and transformation. Thinking further about embodied interaction for play and sound, I try to bring physical participation into the sound interaction, but as I iterated, I want to interpret the sound from my own experience and my own perspective, and think about how to stylize them, turning sound into a synesthetic and aesthetic experience which beyond functional control. This also extends my interest in sound visualization and associative interaction. The core concept mentioned in Play Matters, appropriate, in play and objects, and began to wonder if I could revisit the flowers in an abstract way. I used geometric shapes and set some playful rules to create new interest in the transformation of objects. To be playful is to be in control, while giving up control. In Play and Place, we have been thinking about how can we rebel against existing rules in terms of sovereignty in public space. In our discussions, we try to keep the ideas flowing to shift the possibility indefinitely. We try to connect to urban play, which is not necessarily about transforming an entire space, but rather about how we can appropriate playfulness into space, rules, and situations. In Play and Force, we allowed nature and presence to intervene. This is where contemplative play and loose part came into play. The process didn't have a clearly defined goals. Instead, it was about exploration and iteration, gradually shaping the concept over time. And randomness as a part of visual experimentations. It is an approach that embodies the spirit of loose play and tinkering. Reflecting on my play journey, I realized that my responses always connect to some specific things somehow. This motif comes up again and again in my mind. Tinkering and iteration through APD practice on different topics, echoing them with different approaches in the process of exploration. Play is not to produce anything, but to keep us curious about things. It makes me willing to make mistakes, to make messes, to make dialogues with the material, and most importantly, it allows me to find my own creative rhythm and position. What I've learned from practicing how to see the world is to deconstruct the existing rules and redesign my own way of playing, starting from objects, senses, environment, and even myself.